Hello, I'm Dr. William Lester. This show is the maiden voyage into a dark and sometimes frightening reality. It's a place filled with specters, astral monsters, devils, and even a ghostly cat, along with a general assortment of things that go bump in the night. On this show, you'll see actual evidence of paranormal activity, as well as a detailed analysis of what was captured on video. You may be frightened, you may be afraid to go to sleep without a nightlight. It's okay, we understand, because you've just crossed the border into this place that we call the Haunted Southland.
I represent Haunted Southland, Georgia Ghost Hunters. We're a paranormal research and solutions group out of Georgia. Haunted Southland, with the Institute of Metaphysics, proudly presents Haunted Southland. If you're wondering, what is Haunted Southland? Haunted Southland is a show which focuses on the evidence, instead of all the attitudes and us following ourselves around in the dark. We're going to bring you the evidence, just the evidence. We're going to analyze it, tell you what we think. And then we're going to get an opinion from Dr. William Lester, the Dean of the Institute of Metaphysics. This evidence is from the case Oak Brook Estates. And here's Crystal to start us off.
35 minutes into our first night of investigating at Oak Brook Estate, paranormal evidence was captured. I was in an upstairs bedroom by myself conducting an EVP session when suddenly a black shadow came rushing at me out of the open doorway to the attic in the room. Immediately after that, downstairs, we had a camera that suddenly shut down with no warning. We reviewed the camera footage to be sure that no team member had accidentally bumped into the camera or caused it to shut off. When we reviewed the footage, we found some amazing evidence. We have this evidence to show you. Let us know what you think about it. A team member and I were analyzing the EVPs and had no idea what the camera was capturing behind our backs. In this clip, you'll see Ecto approach the camera, and then the camera goes dark.
The next clip, we're seeing an Ecto cat, which is an Ecto mist cat, run across the bottom of the right portion of the screen. Now, watch that again in slow motion. And then something starts trying to form in front of the camera. It's kind of like it's peering, pondering upon what the camera is or what it's doing there. It's ecto and it's light. to it too. It's almost like the ecto orb that shot down the hall earlier, but it's all up in the camera. You don't get to see more of that. Harold.
I'm Crystal.
And this is the open discussion part of the show where we discuss things that we can't really show you. Although we do have some pictures to show you right here of what we captured from this investigation. This was a highly intense investigation. We are the only two members which are left. People were physically attacked, as well as a lot of our equipment was destroyed, which is why we don't have EVPs for this investigation. Another thing is, one of our members, which was on this investigation, got sick. I mean, he was even running a fever, a real fever, and it's not like we only went here once and that happened. It was like 2 or 3 times, wasn't it?
Well, this case consisted of 5 separate investigations, and he got sick on every single investigation.
Fever, throwing up. I mean, a real fever. You know, with the thermometer, he had a fever.
People had migraines, chills.
Also, during the investigation, our psychic was attacked outside to a very severe level. He had practically gotten really sick. He thought he was going to be sick and then wanted to throw up in front of everybody. And he went to the bathroom. And once he went in this bathroom, the door wouldn't open. What kind of a door was that?
It was a pocket door with no handle, no lock. It just slid.
Yeah, it wouldn't open, at all. It shouldn't. It don't lock. It's just slide open and shut. It's not like it got stuck. The thing barely closed. And then it was in there 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And we could not open the door.
You know, several investigators went and checked on him and talked to him and tried to open the door. And you could get your fingers around the door, but it would not budge. And we had used that bathroom all through the evening with no problems.
And then, on the closure of what we can discuss, the psychic said he was attacked by a creature which had a buffalo head, but human body, torso, and hooves, and it was walking around in that room, stomping him, not allowing him to communicate. Because I know one of the members had said, or former members had said, that they had heard him talking, and it was kind of like grovel, grovel. They really couldn't understand it. There's just a bunch of mumbling going on.
And it was during this time that we decided to cease the investigation for the night and pack everything up. And during that time, some of the members were packing up, and then other members were trying to get into the bathroom to get him out.
But, the psychic get attacked. Psychics get attacked a lot on investigations. But there are a lot of things that we did not capture evidence, which we're going to disclose here with you, about objects getting thrown and moved around during this investigation.
We had flashlights getting thrown, batteries getting thrown, batteries getting drained in the equipment, computer malfunctions, cameras malfunctioning.
EVPs totally erasing.
Right.
One computer was totally fried. It's no good. And it's not that uncommon for this stuff to happen to your equipment, but it is uncommon for something to happen so severe, especially with the sickness from the one member, the psychic being attacked, physically and spiritually. And during this entire process, the people that we were doing the investigation for, they were packing up, moving out, which,
That tells you how severe it was for them.
yeah, they were moving once we had started the investigation anyway. And what we had to do was go in and remove the spirit, which had actually attached itself to the lady of the house, and the other spirits kind of had a rebuttal against that. They really didn't like us interfering at all, and I'm thinking that with them moving, with her moving especially, it irritated them. And this is what the Institute of Metaphysics thought of our evidence from this investigation. Here's Dr. William Lester.
Okay, so we have this video footage, and so in the first part, with the camera positioned in the hallway, what we have appears to be a mist which appears to move down the length of the hallway towards the camera, and then makes a very sudden and seemingly deliberate move to the viewer's left very quickly. So the motion of the mist coming down the hallway is quite slow and gradual, but the movement off camera seems very fast, very deliberate, and just a quick dash out of the view of the camera. And then we move to the den area, or the family room area, where again you have this mist kind of scrolling and moving from left to right in a quasi or semi-deliberate fashion, and then there is a backwards or a reverse motion, and so we have this mist seemingly to change directions on camera. So at this point, I would have to conclude that at some level we have captured paranormal activity on camera, and it's a fascinating case, and it certainly deserves more study and will get more study.
That concludes this episode of Haunted Southland. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and comment. If you have any questions or comments, just leave it down below. We'll get back with you if you leave an email or any way for us to contact you back. If you have a paranormal research team and you want some of your evidence featured on Haunted Southland, feel free to email harold@hauntanalyst.com. That's harold@hauntanalyst.com. You can also check out our website, which is hauntanalyst.com. And until next time, I'm Harold.
I'm Crystal.
See ya.